21.
60.
Are you almost done?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, look, my damn it. Oh my God, it almost done. What happened? You slipped on the stairs? How? Emma, that's not funny. You're so rude.
I slid down the stairs and you guys were up.
But why are you so rude?
Because she was rude to me.
Girl, don't be
I
rude.
fell down the stairs.
Girl, you didn't fall down the stairs.
I did.
That's not funny, girl. At all. It's not funny. What? I thought you. Where are you going?
I'm going to visit them right now.
Oh, you are going.
Yeah.
What made you want to go? Maddie, get my coffee, please.
Nothing. I just.
Where are you going to see?
None your business, girl.
Is that
No. You're
His
so
grandma?
nosy, I swear. No.
you?
Yeah.
One of my grandmas.
Are you feeling weird still, or you're just like, not that? I don't drink that. Are you serious?
You said what one?
Are you feeling okay?
Well, I mean, I was.
Are you
over-
still stressed out?
How many days will he be gone?
17.
No.
I would just say earlier I was just frustrated.
I get his room.
At me?
Well, a little bit.
Oh, Elijah. Why? Because I told you the truth?
Well, no, I just don't think it's the truth.
So then why are you going if it's not the truth?
You said what?
Then why are you going?
Because I already told him I would go. That's it.
How many people are going to be there? Girl, no.
Probably not a long time, maybe like 30 minutes.
And how long is it going to take you? Did you look it up to see how long it'll take you to get there?
Yeah, like 48 minutes now. There's not that much traffic.
That's why you don't want to go, huh? Oh, that's a ride.
Yeah, I don't want to drive all the way over there.
You don't have like a friend or nothing that'll go with you?
No, but I wouldn't want my friends to come with me.
Why? Just so you have somebody in the car so you're not like having a, you know what I mean, drive all the way out there by yourself.
I just wouldn't want.
Where are
my
you
friends
driving
come.
to?
North Hollywood or Burbank, whatever, like that little area.
That's the hood.
Shut up, girl. It's not the hood. Hi, y'all. I just wanted to come on here and talk to y'all a little bit about this video that's circulating. It's really sad. So, y'all probably seen it. I know a lot of people have seen it. The
If
video's
you're
gone
doing your
viral.
life-
So the video is about this girl who is $90,000 in debt, and I think that initially her student loan debt was like between, I don't know, maybe she took loans out for like $25,000 or whatever, and now, Emma, hold on, give me a second, and now because of interest, she owes, I guess, around $90,000, and she's got all these videos, like she's crying, and like she's having a full-blown panic attack because she owes $90,000, which honestly is like not a lot of money, but I guess she's still young and she feels like it's a lot of money, you know? And she talks about how she was 17 when she first signed the documents. I guess when she started school, I really shouldn't say like the documents, but when she got in school. And I'm sure she went and spoke to, you know, a loan officer, and they got her in school and she signed all her documents, and a couple of years later, now she's $90,000 in debt. And it's not just her. There's a lot, especially on TikTok. There's so many videos on TikTok. There's some on YouTube too, but there's so many videos on TikTok where people are talking about this very thing and how so many people are in debt, or people are literally on there talking about how much debt they have behind going to school. And that's one of the reasons I've never been a big fan of school. Maybe I just don't like to listen to people. I don't know. But the reality is that school is nothing more than a setup for, hi Coco, school is nothing more than a setup for you to become a program, right? You walk into school, when you're in school, they tell you what time to take your lunch, they tell you what time to, you can go use the bathroom, sometimes you can't go use the bathroom because your teacher says it's not time to use the bathroom. So to me, it's just a lot of programming that happens in school. But beyond that, you go to school, you owe the government a shitload of money. And then 9 times out of 10, you don't even end up working in that field, right? So the math ain't mathing, you know? And I think it's really important, one, that before you sign any form of a document that you thoroughly read it. You should never sit in a loan officer's office and just start signing shit, because they're just gonna kind of give you a broad overview of what you're signing. Like in her case, her interest rate is really high, but no one like told her the interest rate was high. They just said, you know, you're going to end up paying the money back over 5 years or 10 years or whatever the case was. And she was like, okay, no problem. Probably really feeling like, well, I'm going to go to school and I'm going to get this amazing job when I graduate school and I'll be able to afford these little payments. Okay, first of all, honey, when you started school, right? When you first start school, the economy is whatever it is, right? Every single year, those things change. What you will get for $1 today, you probably will not get next year. You know what I'm saying? And no one talked to the girl about it. You know, no one told her that, well, 3 years from now, $200 really isn't going to buy you what $200 buys you today. And I'm sure the loan officer damn sure didn't have that conversation with her. Hi, everyone. There's a lot of information out here online, right? Anybody that wants to go to school, wants to take a loan out for whatever, car loan, I don't give a shit what kind of loan it is. Read your documents. Better prepare yourself. There's free information everywhere. A lot of people blame it on the fact that financial advisors cater to the rich, which is true, right? I work in finances. It's factual. If you go down and sit with a financial advisor and your net worth is not at least $250,000 a year, they do not want to talk to you. But guess what? The same way you guys are on this live, there's tons of people shooting out tons of really, really good information for free that you do not have to pay for, right? You guys need to watch those videos, write things down, intake the information, right? Simple things like the rule of 72. The rule of 72 is really simple, and it's not something I made up. You know, I'm not baby genius over here, but Albert Einstein made it up. Everyone should be aware of who he is, and it's just about how quickly your money grows. If I put my money over here, how quickly is it going to grow versus if I put it over here, right? I.e., if you go to Bank of America and you want to dump a bunch of money in a savings account, but they're only giving you a 0.005 interest rate on your money, then that's probably not the best place for you to put it. So then you start looking for other options, right? But either way it goes, you need to become more educated so that you can make more informed decisions for yourself, for your husbands, for your wives, for your children. And these are things that you should be talking with your children about. My children are young. I feel very blessed to have the knowledge that I have, so I can be having this constant conversation with my kids. My kids know. You know, Madison is 14, but she understands money, where it comes from, how you make it, how some people don't make it. She understands what interest is. She already understands all these things, but it's a constant conversation in my house. One, because, you know, I have clients or whatever, but the other is because I'm constantly feeding this information to my kids, because it just is, it's important. And I am not anti-school. I'm not telling anyone that they should not be going to school or not be sending their children to school, or that college should not be a goal. What I am gonna say though is, if you're going to college or you want to send your kids to college because someone said you should, that's not a good enough reason to go. It's just not. You want to work with animals. Let's say you have this passion and this thing for animals and you want to work with animals. Well, then why don't you open up your own veterinary clinic? Why are you going to go to school to owe somebody some money to go work for somebody else to pay off that money? That's what I'm saying. If you're going to do it, there is a way to do it. I don't care what you want to do. It's probably already been done, so therefore you can do it. If somebody else can do it, you can do it. You love to cook. Open up a restaurant. My sister's a baker. She's always been a baker. She loves to bake. She started just making videos baking and built up her clientele like that. So whatever you want to do, you can do it. You don't need someone else to do it, and then they're going to benefit from your hard labor. You can benefit from your own hard labor, is what I'm saying. But for those who want to go to college and want to get very specific degrees, you should do that. But again, you should still be reading your documentation. You know, have someone else look at it. Ask a million questions. Take it home, read it, and bring it back. You know, there's no hype in, oh, I have to do this today. Let me start this today. No, you don't have to do it today. You're allowed to take documentation home, read it, come back the next day and see what you want to do with it. You know, if you have older siblings or, you know, parents or whatever it is, or someone who's been to college and already has had the experience, ask them questions about it. But don't put yourselves in bad situations. Like, I can't even count right now the number of videos that I've seen on this subject about people just crashing out, going crazy, yelling, screaming, all in the name of, I'm in horrible debt now. And they don't have to be. They don't have to be. And understand that debt is another way to distinguish the rich from the poor, right? You have very wealthy people that are in one class, and then you have the not so wealthy people. There's no such thing anymore in the United States of middle class. There's no such thing. And if there is, it's a very tiny population, and they're trying to get rid of that population now too. It's either you're gonna fall into a category where you are wealthy, or you're gonna fall into a category where you are poor. And if folks don't start wrapping their head around this and start really thinking about their finances, what that looks like and what it's gonna look like in 5, 10, 15, and 20 years, a lot of people are gonna end up in a really bad place. And that's not like me thinking that, that's just what's gonna happen. That's just how it is. There will be two classifications of people, the rich and the poor, nothing more, nothing less. You know, so you have to, whether you like it or not, or whether, you know, your situation seems dire today, because I hear that a lot too, like, oh my God, I can't save money. Oh my God, I don't make enough money. Oh my God, I'm barely paying the bills, which is not true. Most folks that are barely paying the bills do things like stop at Starbucks every single morning on their way to work. So a lot of times it's not that folks don't have money, it's about how they choose to spend their money, right? But regardless to that, really start looking at your finances and what that looks like in 5 years, in 10 years, right? Because you just don't want to end up in that kind of situation where you can't retire, or you have some type of emergency, whether it be a family member, whether it be yourself, and you're just very ill prepared. So yeah, I'm gonna have to log off because I have to check my daughter's homework. But I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys about that because I've just seen like so many videos about it, and it's saddening, and hopefully this conversation will help like somebody not get into student loan debt and not, you know, fall for the trap and end up in the same situation as all these other people are in, where they're in $100,000 worth of debt and can't even get a damn job after going into debt. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.